Hey guys, well, it's about 2:30 a.m. Went to the washroom. Yeah, it's actually pretty bright out. The camera can't really pick it up, but you could see without the light. Just have the light for you guys mostly, but also in the toilet. Anyways, 7:30, the sun is starting to rise. A bit cloudy, so figured I would take down my camp, because I'm awake and I don't think I'm going back to sleep. Yeah, this crinkliness kind of woke me up a handful of times. Not great, but yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, I put the stakes through some rope like that. That's like, how I avoid using knots on my tarp. And yeah, that's always nice to not have to use a knot. Oh man, this blanket was pretty key for me to be warm. Like, without the blanket in my sleeping bag, I would feel kind of cold. But with it, felt good. So yeah, no rain, and not really much condensation inside my tent either, which is kind of a first. Usually it's kind of wet in there from my breath or something. But this time, no. So yeah, we're headed off to the visitor center. Get a bit of a pizza bun here. And visitor center, I think it opens up at like 9 or whatever. And we're here pretty close to that. They had some stickers and I got one, but honestly it wasn't a great sticker. It was just better than like a lot of the provincial park ones. But anyways, we're hiking the crack. I think this is kind of like, the good trail of the park. It's gonna be a 4-hour hike-ish, depending on, how much I like to chill out and film things. Like this mushroom tree. Cool. Yeah. Most of the leaves have fallen. There's still some yellow around. It's still nice. But it is a bit muddy. Kind of feel bad for Adam. He's just wearing regular shoes here. Especially in parts like this where the bridge is a little bit flooded. Kind of seems like a beaver is dammed up underneath of it. That, or who knows, maybe it is just like random sticks and stuff just getting stuck underneath the bridge. But yeah, this part. Sorry, Adam. And the Walmart boots are holding up. Didn't get a wet sock from it. However, after like wearing them all day, my feet do get sweaty, so it'll be like I'll get a damp foot from just being sweaty. And they don't breathe very well because it is just rubber. So yeah, keeping on the hike. There's definitely some muddy sections that were pretty bad, but I think for the most part it was alright. Starting to get some elevation here. I guess the original trail is too steep and eroded. So we have an extra 600 meters to hike. Which, come on. 600 meters, that's kind of a big detour. But oh well. What are you gonna do? Yeah, we sat on a log that had a bunch of springtails on it. You can kind of see them on the stick. They're just jumping everywhere. Probably on our butts right now. Yeah. Finally started getting up onto the rocks. That's nice. However, the first 2 rocks are like you go up a rock and then down, and then up a rock, and then down the rock, until we get to the big rocks. We're like, oh yeah, now we're starting to see a bit of a view here. Yeah, pretty good. But there are more cliffs that I guess I forgot to video of, like where we're going. Up there. Or up there. Yeah. Every now and then, see like a little stream. Kind of wondering if there's like a natural spring here. But also, it could just be rain. Hard to say. Either way, I like this little puddle. All that good moss. So, we're not exactly sure where the crack TM is, but it's probably this part, when you scramble up all these boulders. Yeah, there's just one very precarious looking boulder at the top. It's like, please don't crush me, boulder. But yeah, we made it up fine. Didn't even drop a boulder on anyone else. Every now and then, yeah, some of the rocks are a little bit loose. So it's like, oh man. And then this is probably the crack. So yeah, the view from the top is pretty nice. You can see some lakes over there. I'm like, oh, yeah. We were only up here for like a minute without other people until, you know, the other people showed up. Kind of a bummer, but everybody likes to hike, right? Yeah, pretty neat. Looking over the edge, you can see where we were scrambling on those boulders. Behind us there is a higher point, so we wanted to get to the highest point we could, which isn't that much higher, but it's still cool. So yeah, hung out there for a little bit, and yeah, we're headed out now. Looking at those lakes. Nice. Back down into the crack. The stick that Adam was using when he was hiking is gone. He left it at the bottom of the crack, and someone's already stolen it for their own hiking. Shame. Oh well, there's plenty of sticks around. Although, maybe there's better sticks around, you know? Some more cool mushrooms here. Yeah. Those first boulders that we climbed over. Fun. Now we're back on the detour section. Man, what a detour through the woods this was. At least it was decent. At this point, my feet are pretty hurting. It's the rubber boots. They're a little bit loose, so they're like jostling my toes around and stuff. That's not great. I don't know. Probably gotta find some more, I don't know, filler stuff to put in there. It'll be cold in the winter without it. But yeah. Keep on hiking 1 kilometer to the parking lot. We're at the easy part now, where the trail is maintained and not ultra muddy like there was at some sections. Or maybe I'm thinking of tomorrow where it was pretty muddy. Today, overall, not too bad. Yeah, back in the car. I was pretty sleepy, so I probably had a nap. We got gas at a res. And yeah, they had like a lot of pot plants growing there. It was mostly a convenience store, but I got some genuine jerky. It was pretty tasty. Teriyaki. Then we stopped in Perry Sound. It was cool to see the train actually carrying stuff across that bridge. And yeah. We walked through this street a little bit, and we're like, yeah, I don't really want to look at this stuff that much. Kinda just a bunch of crap stores. Sorry, Perry Sound. Kinda think the train is the coolest part. That's a cool bridge. So yeah. Kept on driving to Huntsville, where we're gonna eat some food. There's the mill on Main Street that we're headed to. We did some outdoor dining on the patio. Although this patio is extremely covered and feels very indoors. But there really wasn't that many other people, so it wasn't a big deal to us. And yeah, got the fish and chips. That was pretty tasty. Mill on Main, pretty decent, I guess. So yeah, just headed to the Airbnb for the night. We watched The Witches of Eastwood, which was a weird movie. But I was pretty sleepy, so mostly just fell asleep, you know. Later, guys.